Alright, Elite Code 3 here, and today is going to be a mail bin. The bin's on the ground here. I'll just start pulling packages. Hopefully the camera is in a pretty good position here. Let's just, right there. Cutter. And today I actually started to buy some vintage Topps cards for the binder. So here in a couple months I'll do an update on that binder. I did a video, I think it was late November. I did a video with the vintage binder, and I'll definitely do another one. So here's a Larry Johnson Finest 03. Just a, he's still third all time rushing yards for the Chiefs. Of course, I'm a Chiefs fan. So back in the day, this was a big time card. Probably close to $100 if you can believe it. I think I got that for like $350 shipped. So here's some Peyton Mannings. Just looking to get cards for bulk orders mainly. I do have about 25 to 30 cards that I am looking to submit that are going to have to be submitted through the regular service, which is pretty pricey in my opinion. It's $18 a card. It used to be $15. They update. They haven't really ran any specials for any decent specials lately at all, so I've just been kind of waiting around. I might just send some in and pay the $18. So here's the Topps. This is Topps 98. Beautiful set. Classic card right there. Get a little more tilt in this thing. Try to avoid the glare. Here's the score. There's a couple scores in here. Don't remember the price on this one. Might be on this receipt. Probably 10 to 15 bucks or so. Here's another score. I think that's John Kitna in the background. I could be wrong though. Kind of looked like him. But I think he was on the Seahawks at that time. Oh wow, that's just pure and utter slop. That's a beautiful Brady card to ruin too. Now, do I know if that ding came from the poor packaging or if it was already there? I don't think we'll ever know. But this didn't help. So this card's out of the top loader. Let me just put this package aside. We're going to have to leave some appropriate feedback. So I don't know if you guys ever get cards like this, but this is just slop. No soft sleeve either. And this is very irritating as a buyer. And this isn't a cheap card. It's like $35. So Brady Pacific. Very unfortunate. But after a while you get used to it. Pretty much get numb to it. I don't know if you guys like me telling the prices of the cards, if you don't really care, if you just want to see the cards, but I can do it for some. This isn't mine. This is my brother's. He buys some basketball cards here and there. This is neat. Here's an LT. This is the upper deck graded. Now this set's pretty neat because they have versions that are signed. They have action versions. This is the portrait version where he's just standing there with the helmet and the ball. This is a PSA 9 out of 500. So neat Tomlinson. I will add this to the registry. I don't think I have it slabbed. So the stuff I'm buying right now, it may seem like there's not a lot of diversity, but I am collecting a lot of different players. Haven't been buying any new stuff. I do think the 2017 football rookie class is great. It's sensational. It's just full of running backs, and I love running backs, but they're just not smart to invest a lot of money in or spend, top dollar for those cards when like it's almost guaranteed they'll be half the price next year or less even. So just look at Zeke last year, how much his stuff was going for. Here's an Aaron Rodgers Bowman and another one. So there's a 2-card lot here. This was pretty affordable, around $25. So not bad. This is shipped well for this was essentially $5 shipped. You always got to add in the shipping, because the shipping nowadays is getting pretty expensive, and that's partly because the post office continues to raise prices. So it's not all seller's fault. This is a Topps 93 Jeter. It's off center, as you can see. I mean, that's pretty off center. 75-25 or 80-20 from left to right. Heavier package. Could be a lot. Okay, it's a Roethlisberger. So I've said in the past I don't love collecting Roethlisberger, but I still feel like he's a good investment. This is the Gold X Factor from Chrome 04, which is just a nostalgic set. There's so many 2004 sets that I just love. 2004 and 2001, probably my favorite sets of collecting. So Roth. I just think now with the exclusive and stuff, a lot of the products look very, very similar. And now I found out today they're coming out with Contenders Optic, which I think is just overkill. Just they need to calm down with that. I mean, Contenders and Optic by themselves are both cool products, so just let it be. Here's a Pacific, and if you ever have a chance to pick up a 10 or a 9 at a good price, this is a great one to pick up because it's very condition sensitive with these white edges, and it's just chipped up. Most raw examples I ever come across are like 7s or 8s, so this one has dinged and white there, so it's probably like a 7 or 8. I didn't have this one. It's a Crown Royal Rookie Royalty, very low end insert, but there's that white right there. Because it's Brady, it's a $40 card. And then Pacific Aurora. I'm going to mute that in a second here. That's pretty annoying. Just my trading platform. One sec. Alright, back to the video. I think we skipped past this card right here. This is a Beckett 9, and it's Ben Roethlisberger. So, this is the refractor. It's a pretty recent slab. It's sitting at 9,100,000, so within the past couple years. The centering is what knocked it the most. So I think most likely not gonna snap it, but neat card of Roth. When those are not numbered, the refractors aren't, but the gold X Factors are from that year. Here is a card for $9 shipped. Star Rookie Moss. Truly iconic. Probably my top 5 favorite Moss rookie cards right here, even though it's not worth as much as some of the others. This card was just really cool when I was a kid. And you know, it was a pretty tough pull too. I always talk about that with the star rookies from about 98 to 2003-ish. You got to factor in that there was probably 50 or 60 rookies, and this is insane. And you get 6 per box, so it's a tough pull. So this was bought raw, obviously, from a guy who also has the Bowman Chrome 50th anniversary, and it's numbered to 50 as well, but he wants like 700 for it. This was like 240, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Looks to be in good shape. The one thing you look out for with these 98 Bowmans is your black edge right here. If that's chipped up, you're most likely not getting a 10 unless the grader just misses it. So beautiful card. And these were extremely tough pulls. I think I pulled I probably broke 5 or 6 boxes of those back in '98, and I think I pulled like one of those, and it was Leslie Shepard. I don't know why I remember that. Okay, so continuing the trend of Brady. I just feel like you can't really go wrong buying Brady. Each year his stuff rises and people think it's topped, but it just continues to go up. Even though he lost Super Bowl, he's got 5. So I know a lot of people hate him or don't like him, but it is what it is. He's a great player. This is a Paramount, so a lower end Brady, but nonetheless a beautiful one, and it's a white edge border card, so most likely going to do pretty well if you do slab it, unless there's something deceptive going on. I'm making an effort, though, to try to pick up some modern hobby boxes to break on camera. So if you guys have any requests that you want to see me break, just put it in the comment section. And if you want basketball, I'll try to do some basketball, too. I think I like the Donruss because it's lower end and you get lots of cards. Here's a couple Mosses. This is the Star Rookie. We saw it raw. Here's it in 9 form. And this is an old slab. Both of these are, actually. We've talked about that in the past with the 0 in front. So the top's chrome and the upper deck. This is like a $12 card, and this was about $15. So very affordable if you're looking for some mint Moss rookies. And those are 2 of his cooler rookies, in my opinion. Get some water. Yeah, I saw today that my favorite breaker is back on YouTube. Cards Infinity. Chris Justice. He was gone for a while. I was kind of a little upset because I'd gotten used to watching his breaks like the last 6 years. But I think he's breaking out of his house now, but it's nice to have him back. He's a good part of the hobby. Here's a couple Jeters. These are tops 93s. Probably around, I don't know, $4 or $5 a piece. It's always fun to buy these raw because I have pulled a couple 10s from the Topses, and when you can turn a $5 card into like a $100 card, it's a cool feeling. And it's probably why collecting's fun. It's not always all about the money, but it's cool to do stuff like that. I don't know what this is, guys. It's really heavy. I don't know if it could be hobby boxes or something. Or maybe it's like a cool lot. Let's just try to get in. Okay. Oh, neat. I'll have to bust this. Topps Chrome 96 box. I don't know. I bought these on where did I buy these? Oh, I got them in auction. So that's Topps Chrome 96 hobby box, and I don't know if I'll break it on camera. I probably should because people would think it's pretty cool. But 96 is a good draft class. I think you got Jonathan Ogden, Ray Lewis, Marvin Harrison, a bunch of Hall of Famers, and then Bowman's Best. So pretty cool. Not sure what's going on with the shrink wrap here. I guess there's tops below it, but I don't know what trading card source is. So let me know if you guys want to see these broke. This is a really expensive box. It was like $100. So I think the Topps Chrome was like 60. So I've been trying to pick up cool older boxes to break on camera, and those were 2 of the choices that I came across, and I was able to win the auctions for prices that I thought were fair. So that was shipped in a Fiber One granola bar box. Interesting. Okay. I was looking for the top loader. No top loader. But a Fiber One box. Interesting. Pretty good shape. For not even being protected. Okay. Just gonna move on to the next thing. This is probably hobby boxes. There's some absolute steals to be found in auctions. You just have to be patient and look around a lot. They are out there though. That's the thing about auctions. They often go higher than you think, but many times they go lower. This was kind of expensive. I feel like I overpaid for this box. Just kind of gonna break it as a nostalgia break. I think it was like 45 bucks. But of course it has the Jeter. You're not guaranteed to get a Jeter, but you could get 2 or 3. I don't know. And they are packed fresh, which doesn't mean much. Cards could come off-centered, still come dinged. But it's nice to open pack fresh cards sometimes. This is one of those star rookies. So I always loved how Upper Deck did these rookies, because they weren't like, they didn't have to be signed, or they didn't have to have jerseys, or even numbered. And to me, they were very they were cards I always liked to collect, just because they were, you didn't get like 2 a pack or 3 a pack. You know, they were somewhat rare, but not crazy rare, if that makes sense. So that's an Andre Johnson. He's kind of been forgotten in the hobby. He's been out of the league for a year or two, and collectors have moved on. Now the question is, will he be in the Hall of Fame? I'm going to say yes. It might take a while to get him in, but I think he should get in. So here's some more Randy's rookies and stars, which I don't think it's that tough of a set. I'll have to check the pop on it. And then Bowman, which isn't crazy tough either. This is a 9. These are a couple 9s. So the thing about collecting, and I've stressed it over and over, is you can get such good value out of PSA 9s, and the card condition is so close to a 10 at times that it almost makes sense to pick up the 9s for your collection. So just something I've noticed. You know, when you're paying 5 or 6 times to get 5 or 6 times more to get, you know, a 10 instead of a 9, is it really worth it? For me, it would depend on the set. If I know it's something tough like SPX 2004 football, then I would be willing to pay extra for that, but not for basic sets. Here's another Topps Jeter. So a lot of these in this video. Here's an LT rookie watch. Beautiful card. Oh, I thought this was the Topps. It's mislabeled. Shoot, I'm still searching for it. So the story behind this card is an eBay. I think one of my viewers on YouTube said, "Hey, Nolan, there's a Topps on eBay." So I went and bid it on it, and when I put in the bid, I was like, "It almost looks chrome to me," but the label said Topps, so I just kind of bought it. But this is Topps Chrome. And it's got a soft corner there, so this will definitely be listed and sold. I already have a chrome one. I'm still looking for a Topps. So if anybody has a Topps, just a base Topps one, it's got those really tough borders. Just I will be your buyer if you're looking to move it. This card's fake. Jeez, that's so fake. It's not even funny. Let's put that aside. This card's fake. It's not a reprint. It's just fake. So it's not even, if anybody that collects cards can tell, the colors are almost faded. The paper just feels off, and the picture quality is kind of blurry. So I'll have to put that aside and just open up a claim and send it back. I don't know why people do that. So I'll put that one aside and try to figure out which package it was that I opened so I can check the tracking and stuff. But honestly, I don't come across fake cards often, but that definitely is a fake, which is unfortunate, but it is part of the hobby. especially with older cards like the 1984 Topps Elways and Marinos, and definitely the 86 Jordan Fleer. Here's a couple more Brady's, and these are real. It's kind of interesting seeing a fake card in person though like that. It almost looks like they just made it with like a program on their computer. Pacific Paramount Brady. So we saw this one earlier in the video, and then a Aurora. So a couple nice Brady's. So there's a lot of lower end Brady's in this video. I try to pick up the high end, but I usually don't end up winning the bids on those ones. They just go too high. So here's another Brady, and it needs to be taped in. It's pushing up there against the plastic there. This is the Ultra, so this is just a badass card. Whoops. And I think I did a poll on one of my videos. What do you guys like more, the Ultra or the Upper Deck? And I can't remember, I think the Ultra one. I'd pick the Upper Deck, but it's just me. I felt myself cut right onto the card. Oh man, I messed up the slab. That's a bummer. Unless I cut on the tape. This package is so weird. And tape on the slab too. This is a no-no, guys, for shipping. Use painter's tape when you're dealing with PSA slabs, because when you use this kind of tape, you leave like this filmy residue, and it kind of ruins the slab. So this slab is just mangled. The Hot Gloves 94. Neat card for $10. This is sweet, guys. 95 Vlad Bowman's Best, and not sure the value on 10s of this. Obviously, it'd be tough to pull that off, but you can always hope for like a 9. But around $25 raw, you can get this card. I think the Bowman's around 20, so pretty good deals for great cards of a Hall of Famer right there. I don't think we've had a Vic, have we? It's rare. Here's a Moss Score 98. This is like the showcase. Just like a low-end parallel. It's not numbered or anything, but neat card nonetheless. Here's some more Randy's. Just been getting into these Randy Moss lots. There's actually a lot of them that get posted. You can get some nice deals going. And a lot of the people like this take care of their cards, top load them, soft sleeve them. And that's when you find the mints and the gem mints. So a couple Bowmans and a couple Toppses for this. I've got about 10 packages. I might just let this go for a half hour. Here's the Jamal. This was like $5, so Sign of the Times, SP Authentic Rookie of Jamal. Neat card. There's a lot of football in this one. That's not mine. Here's a nice Brady Ultra. Secured with tape. This one looks really clean. Looks really good. It looks like it could be like a mint 9. Brady Ultra, badass card. This stack of trash is getting out of hand over here. Here's some Fitzgerald. So we got a Bowman and a Finest. So a couple Fitzies. Those were great deals. And something I love to do is buy more than one card from the seller, just because it's just worth it. I'll have people buy cards from me in my store, and they'll buy a card, that's worth 50 cents, and they'll pay the $3 shipping. And it just seems like, since I offer flat rate, you could buy 20 cards and pay $3 in shipping. It seems like if you could find some more stuff, you would take advantage of that. But to each their own. LT Upper Deck graded. This is a 10. This was like around $100. It was in an auction. That was the starting bid. I was the only one to bid, and I thought if raws go for like 60 or 70, a 10 should go for 100. Just kind of what I was thinking on that one. Here's a Moss Ultra. So tons of low end Randy in this one, aside from the Bowman Gold. This one looks good too. So I think somebody asked what I use to film the videos because they look clear. Right now I'm using my iPhone. It's an iPhone 6 SE, so it's got the hardware of an iPhone 7, but it has the design of an iPhone 6, if that makes sense. And it just has a good picture, better picture than my camcorder, which is on the Fritz. So I've just been using this with a mic. This is cool. So this was a Bryce Harper lot, and basically I think there's 10 of them, so I'll just flip through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I believe I paid about $9.50 to $10 per, which is about fair. I was just thinking this is a prime chance to pick up some 10s, because I don't think Chrome cards, from that year are that tough, but I could be wrong, and they could all be scratched, so that's kind of the chance you take. If not, you put it in the store, listed as near mint. Here's a Jeter. I think there's more than one in here, so let's try to get into this. So my quest has always been, guys, I've said it in video after video, is to buy a Jeter Upper Deck 93 raw and get it slabbed out as a 10. I have gotten a 9, but the quest for a 10 is still ongoing. I don't know how long it'll last. So I have a lot of respect for this card and this set, because I know how tough they are to get 10s. And I have broke boxes of that too, and the cards just come like somewhat like dinged out of the pack often. So there's just a lot that can go wrong with that card, and that's why I have the respect that I do for it. So this is just a Vlad 95 Bowman. So we saw the Bowman's best, and here's the Bowman. I like both of these cards, probably about the same. Although this Bowman this is such a clean design, the 95 Bowman baseball. And the card stock, if you guys compare the card stock of these to like modern Bowmans, Bowman 17 or whatever, it's thicker, it's higher quality. Now they just put out that thin paper stuff to save money, I think. But that's something I've noticed. This is like $1. And it's a Fred Taylor Ultra 98. This is like the second series that they came out with. This is one of those nasty packages. It always reminds me of that dead bird. Is it a Jeter? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Another Jeter Upper Deck. This one's mangled though. Crease in the top left, white everywhere. This is like a 5, guys. 5 guys. Alright, last card of the Mailbin. Bryce Harper Topps 100 low end insert rookie. That's it, guys. Tons of stuff. Mostly low end PSA candidates. So I'll get this one uploaded. That's it.